Hello friends, welcome you all once again. I hope you all are doing well. So as you can see on the screen the map of East Asia. I have already covered West Asia, Middle East, Central Asia and South Asia. So in today's video I am going to talk about the East Asian countries and also the important rivers, mountains, deserts of this region. My major focus will be on China because China was in news continuously due to the pandemic and also due to the India-China standoff over the Ladakh region. Apart from that, I will also give you a brief overview about the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and East Asia Summit. So let's begin. First, let us look at the countries in this region. These are Mongolia, China, North Korea, South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan. Okay, and the capitals of these countries are Mongolia's capital is Ulaanbaatar, China's capital is Beijing, then this is North Korea capital is Pyongyang, then South Korea's capital is Seoul, Tokyo is the capital of Japan, and Taipei is the capital of Taiwan. So, try to arrange these countries from west to east direction because they can ask in the exam to arrange from west to east. So first is Ulaanbaatar, then Beijing, this is Beijing, then here you can notice Pyongyang, then Seoul, and then Tokyo. This is important. Okay, and if we look at the North Korea, so North Korea shares border with Russia, China, and South Korea. Capital is Pyongyang, and here this is the 38-degree parallel line which passes between the which divides North Korea and South Korea. So it is also known as the demilitarized zone. Okay, so this is the 38-degree parallel line which divides North Korea and South Korea. Okay, and then this is Japan. Japan is divided into the four parts, that is the Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku and Kyushu. This is important because in exam they can directly ask to arrange from north to south. So Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku and Kyushu. Okay, and Tokyo is the capital of Japan. And here this is the Sugaru Strait. Sugaru Strait is in between the Hokkaido and Honshu, and with it connects Sea of Japan with Pacific Ocean. Then uh, now let us look at the China's map. Area wise, China is the third largest country and it shares border with 13 countries. These are Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, three Central Asian countries, and then this is Afghanistan, India, Nepal, and Bhutan. Four South Asian countries. These are Afghanistan, India, Nepal, and Bhutan. Then here this is Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. These are three Southeast Asian countries, and then Mongolia. This is Mongolia, and then Russia, Russian Federation, and then North Korea. So these are the 13 countries. Okay, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan, and Tajikistan. Then India, Nepal, Bhutan, and Afghanistan. Then Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. Then Mongolia, Russia, and North Korea. Here you notice that Mongolia does not share border with Kazakhstan. Okay. Next, this is the Tropic of Cancer which passes through the this is the Tropic of Cancer which passes through the Guangzhou region of China. Okay, and then here you can notice that this is the Hong Kong and Macau. Both of these are special administrative region of China, and They maintain separate legal, administrative, and judicial system from rest of the country. So these are the Hong Kong and Macau are the special administrative region of China, and this is the Henan province, एक छोटा सा island, Henan Island of China. Okay, and then if we look at the physical features of China, then China is divided into the two. We can divide China into two parts. That is the Western China and Eastern China. Western China is full of mountain and intermountain plateau. That is the Pamin Knot Plateau. यहाँ पे Pamin Knot Plateau है. Okay, and this is known as the roof of the world. Roof of the world because of the height above the sea level. Okay, and south of it is the this is the Himalayan mountain, and in the north of the plateau of Tibet, this is the plateau of Tibet. North of it is the Kunlun Shan mountain, and then this is the Tian Shan mountain. Tian Shan mountain is in between the Kyrgyzstan and China, so it is on the boundary of Kyrgyzstan and China. And this is the Altun Shan mountain. So सबसे north में Tian Shan, Altun Shan, and then Kunlun Shan mountain. Okay, and then this is the Turpan depression. So Turpan depression is also important. Turpan depression China. Then this is Taklamakan desert and Gobi desert. Okay, Taklamakan desert, Gobi desert. This is the Great Wall of China, and this is the Terracotta Warriors. Three Gorges Dam is in China. Okay, and then the Great Walls I have already told you. यहाँ पे Manchurian plains है. Then this is the लिंग माउंटेन, हिंगसन लिंग माउंटेन हो गए, यहाँ पे चाइना में है. ओके, एंड दिस इज द चैंगचुन important city of China. Then Shenyang हो गया, this is the Beijing capital of China, Tianjin. Okay, and then this is the Chengdu, Wuhan, Shanghai is the important port city of China, Qingdao. Okay, so these are the important cities of China. अगर हम और all the important cities are located on the eastern part of China, because it is the plain belt, and it is drained by one of the biggest river of the world, that is the Yangtze river. Okay, so this area is important, and Manchurian plain is also there. All the major cities are on the eastern side of it, as I have already told you, and much of the population and economic activities are from the eastern side of it, of China. Okay, and then इम्पॉर्टेंट रिवर्स का अगर हम देखें तो येलो रिवर है. फर्स्ट इज येलो रिवर. दिस इज द येलो रिवर एंड विच क्रॉसेस द ग्रेट वॉल ऑफ चाइना ट्वाइस. सो येलो रिवर क्रॉसेस द ग्रेट वॉल ऑफ चाइना ट्वाइस. एंड देन यांगसे रिवर ओरिजिनेट फ्रॉम द वेस्टर्न चाइना, and then it drains into the East China Sea. So Yangtze River drain into East China Sea, and it is also famous for the inland fisheries. China is ranked first in terms of the fisheries export in the world. ओके, एंड देन अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस यहाँ पे एक जुजियान रिवर भी है. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट. यार्लिंग सैंगपो रिवर. This is known as Brahmaputra in India. Okay, apart from that, Mekong river and Brahmaputra, all these five rivers, okay, all these are originate from the Pamir plateau, and three are draining into the Chinese plain. These are Yellow River, Yangtze River, and Junjian River. And then two are in Mekong, and two are Mekong in Southeast Asia and South Asia. This is the Mekong is in the Southeast Asia, and Brahmaputra drains into the South Asia. Okay, so this is important. Apart from that, Sea of Japan is in between the Korean peninsula and Japan, and Yellow Sea is in between the Korean peninsula and China, and this is the East China Sea. So Yellow Sea between the Korean peninsula and China, and then Sea of Japan is in the Korean peninsula and Japan. Yellow Sea, Korean peninsula and China. So remember this sequence as well: Sea of Japan, then Yellow Sea, then East China Sea, and then South China Sea. Okay, this is very much important. uh, Here you can see this is the Manchurian Plain, Sea of Japan, Yellow Seas, East China Sea and the South China Sea. This is the Pacific Ocean. North Pacific Ocean is known for the volcanic activities because of the too many volcanic eruptions. This location is known as the Ring of Fire. This is known as the Ring of Fire region. Okay, because of the volcanic activities. Uh, Apart from that, if we look at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So it is the permanent intergovernmental international organization. Its headquarters is in Beijing. It is created in 2001, and prior to the creation of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, it was known as the uh, Shanghai 5, okay, which includes Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan. But Uzbekistan joined it in 2001, and after that it was renamed as Shanghai Cooperation Organization. India and Pakistan joined SCO in 2017, and there are the 8 members of Shanghai Cooperation Organization. These are Kazakhstan, China, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, India, and Pakistan. Afghanistan, ईरान एंड एक और कौन सी कंट्री है, मंगोलिया. These are the observer states of SCO. Okay, so SCO main aim is to strengthen the mutual trust among the member states and promote cooperation in trade, research, technology, culture, etc. Okay, so SCO covers 40% of the global population and nearly 20% of the global GDP, and also the 22% of the world landmass. So it is the 40% of the global population, 20% of the global GDP, and 22% of the world landmass. That's why SEO is important. Apart from that, if we talk about the East Asia Summit was established in 2005. It is a forum of 18 regional leaders for the strategic dialogue and cooperation on the key political, security, and economic challenges facing the Indo-Pacific region. So, its first summit was held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Okay, and it was in the 14th December 2005. India is the founding member of East Asia Summit, and one thing you must remember here that only it is only chaired by the ASEAN member. East Asia Summit is chaired by the ASEAN nations. There are 18 members. These are 10 ASEAN countries. These are Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and then Brunei, and then Philippines. And eight countries are Australia, China, Japan, India, then New Zealand, and then Republic of Korea, then Russia and USA. So Russia and USA is also a member of uh, East Asia Summit. Okay, so these member countries are cooperate in the area of environment, energy, education, finance, global health issues, pandemic, disease, natural disasters, uh, and establishing connectivity, enhance the connectivity among the ASEAN members. Okay, so and it is important because East Asian Summit constitute 54% of the global population, world's population, and 58% of the global GDP. So it constitutes 54% of the world population and 58% of the global GDP. So this East Asia Summit is also very much important. So that is it for the day, friends. I hope you like the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section below. Bye bye.